Today is all about finding the gold. Not the 24-karat polished kind, more like the glitter stuck to your finger once, or the piece that surprises you in the middle of the mess. So today, let's go digging for joy in our pile of scraps and bits and pieces. Welcome back to day 2 of the July Junk Journal Challenge. If you're just joining, my name is Kajana and I'm hopefully creating one video each weekday this month based on a daily prompt from Lee Creates, adding my own thoughts and a bit of therapeutic reflection to each page. Yesterday, we leaned into the raw tone edges of our stories. Today, we are turning the page literally and emotionally and looking for something golden. But not in a toxic positivity, sparkle your way out of everything kind of way. More like, where can we find the light, even if things around us feel a little bit messy? I love the gold sparkles on this washi tape, and maybe I will use some of my gold watercolor to go with this. Let's play around with the little bits and pieces. Whenever I start the project, I vaguely have an idea what I may like to do, but I allow myself to be inspired in the moment. What I here thought, because I don't want to cut off the washi tape or like tear it, I would like to use it as a belly band, I thought. And I thought I can glue it on this piece of coffee dyed paper and then leave a little bit of a border. I'm a little bit challenged by that. Sometimes I find it difficult to really have like straight lines, so I'm a little bit clumsy sometimes with my fingers, but it's fine. Like especially with washi tape, you can take it off again, so that's very easy. So gold is our topic of the day. As a psychotherapist, I can tell you we all have something gold inside of us. Like, of course we do. It might be buried under stress or self-doubt or a truly chaotic craft desk in my case, but it's there. So let's go looking and let's play around a little bit with the idea of a touch of gold inside of us. Like when I think about sparkle, so I have a friend that often can pull off metallic shoes. Do you know this kind of people? So I never could pull it off, but she can, and I channel her soul today. So I really allow myself to sparkle today. Do you know these gold flakes here? I love them. I so love to play around with that. I heard that there is a special liquid actually to put it on paper and then the gold flakes on top of it. I found it in a thrift shop, and so I use normal glue, like here, like my glue stick. I randomly put the glue stick somewhere on the edges of my page. Here you can see this. I put a little bit of paper underneath, because when we work with gold flakes, lots of the flakes will actually not stick to the paper. They will end up on the white piece of paper, and then we can put it back into the container. So then I'm just letting some of the gold flakes fall out, and then with a very soft brush I slightly press them down here on the page, and just as if I would color a little bit or paint with the brush, and just gently press it down, and wherever the glue is, the gold flakes will stick to the glue. You can then in between check with your fingers where there is still glue left on your page, and then slowly work your way through until all the glued edges here are covered with a little bit of the of the golden flakes. Oh, I love working with that. I was so happy when I found this. What a find in a thrift shop. I love that today we are working with a touch of gold after we yesterday had our tone edges and looked into the sides. That might not always be working, but today it's a touch of gold. Because in my work, like in therapy, people often come in focused on what's wrong, what's broken, and that's valid. But there's also always something working, some spark that got them through. It might be a sense of humor so dark it should come with a warning label, or the way they always show up for others, even when they are falling apart inside. And maybe it's the tiniest bit of hope that won't die. Even sometimes it's very sarcastic hope, but that, my friend, is gold, is real gold. So I love today's prompt. It is, playing with gold and reflecting on it. Look at it. It is so shiny. And I like the combination out of the tone edges and the gold, that we have both. It's not either or. And for me today, gold looks like persistence. I didn't feel like getting out of bed in the morning. I'm still recovering from a cold. I don't know if you can hear this in my voice. And I had so much on my mind. I am flying to Europe from New Zealand to Germany in the next couple of days. And so there are lots of little bits and pieces I still have to attend to. And so, but I decided, no, I would like to make this video. So I showed up and I'm gluing things to paper and talking to you, and somehow I find that counts. That's my gold thread for today. So, and as I add here again my Distress Oxide ink to my little golden belly band and a little bit of my art glitter glue. I like it. It's a very strong glue that is holding my belly band very stable. I am reminding myself, like, I am valuable. Even before coffee, even when I doubt it, even when I feel a bit wrinkled and weird today. It's okay. Showing up, sometimes giving my best, that's gold. So if you want to reflect along with me, here's a gentle nudge. What's your gold thread today? What quality in you has helped you survive something hard? It doesn't have to be big and demonstrative. It might be your sense of curiosity, your stubbornness, your ability to laugh at yourself while you are crying in your tea. Wherever the gold is, it's good to remember it's real. Don't dismiss it just because it isn't shining loudly. Shiny doesn't mean shallow. It might just mean you are having fun. Because sometimes finding the gold isn't about working harder. It's about softening our gaze. It's about being playful. It's about noticing what's already there. Like the way you always try again after a setback, for example. The way you keep showing up for your kids or your friends or your dog, or even when you're running on fumes. The way you make something beautiful out of paper and scraps with glues on your fingers and dishes in the sink. That's gold. And you know what? We don't always see it in ourselves. We are often the last to notice our own shine. But today, in this small, quiet practice of cutting and pasting and playing with shimmer, maybe we can practice noticing. I'm not talking about pretending everything is fine. I'm talking about holding both truths. Yes, Life can feel very heavy, and sometimes we have to try hard. And yes, there is still something beautiful and resilient inside of you and in every one of us. So maybe this journal isn't just a place to create, it is a place to remember the light that flickers even on the hard days, and to remember that a little gold, especially when added slowly and thoughtfully, can go a long way. And that gold doesn't need to dazzle to matter. Sometimes it just need to feel real. And I often notice that I feel real when I take the time to sit down and craft, to just be with my own thoughts and allow myself to be creative and be in contact with myself and my own thoughts. That feels real to me. Yesterday I added a little piece of paper where I started journaling on. Today I would like to do the same again, folding here this little piece and folding over the edge here on the top so that I can tuck it behind the belly band here. Yeah, I like that. So I can journal a little bit, just a few sentences about all of the different prompts so that I will not forget what I thought about today when I will take this little notebook at a later point, that I have a little reminder. Okay. So, if today's Golden Reflections spoke to you, please hit that like button and share in the comments what's your personal goal thread today. Courage, creativity, shiny little things, or the fact that you remember to hydrate. I would like to hear this in the comment if you like to share. Day 2. Glued, gilded and quietly glowing. I will be back tomorrow with another prompt. And until then, may your coffee be strong, your glue stick sticky, and your sense of worth a little shinier than yesterday. Keep going. Keep golden.